What is that?
Just opening with a clip.
Any reaction to Leader Thune seeing the bill without adding amendments or changing it?
I am deeply disappointed in this outcome. I think I've been at the state dinner. I don't know. I was just told that Chuck Schumer rushed it to the floor and put it out there preemptively. It needed amendments. I just spoke to the president about that. We'll see what happens.
So do you think he may veto it? You say you spoke to the president?
I'm not saying that.
Is he supportive of it in its current form?
We both have concerns about it, so we'll see. I was standing there with the Crown Prince. We couldn't talk.
Are you frustrated in the majority leader? Are you upset with the majority leader?
All right, for the record.
Is this over the Epstein files?
Yeah.
Can we punch them in the face yet or no? Serious question. Like, no, sir. You have to fucking answer my questions now. Don't move. Do I gotta hold you at fucking metaphysical gunpoint, you piece of shit? I'm serious. The guy had an island to fuck kids. Island to fuck kids. No wonder they rushed it. This is one time I like Chucky Schumer. Get it on the floor.
Rushed it. They rushed it.
Dude, there's an old school car right now, like old custom suicide front door, dude. This motherfucker's got suspenders on. He's got a rag in his back pocket, David.
It's not right.
Oh my God. It's pinstriped and can't, dude. I'm about to flip the camera, dude. Holy fuck. Go ahead. It's a chop top too, dude. That's not factory. God, what do you got that 37 degrees? What do you got that thing out for? No salt. That's all right. I guess I drive it. It's probably actually running real great with that real dense air. Oh man, I wish I would have heard that thing roll up. It's got dual exhaust on it, David.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
This
right.
is
Our Congress people fuck kids and hide it.
Okay, well, it's either that or we go down there and beat them to a bloody pulp. Fuck that. Who is that? Forget his name.
Speaker Johnson.
There it is. Fuck the Johnson. I'm serious. How can they have security?
Well, of course they have security, right?
I said how? They're tyrants.
That's why they have security.
They're going to SWAT team the shit out of me one of these days. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Well, the good news is if you were, in fact, able to hire your own security team, they would just be considered domestic terrorists and then arrested.
Yeah, well, I'm told that they don't care about you until you have $1 million. So maybe they'll just prevent me from getting $1 million.
Can you buy a private security team with $1 million?
I don't really know. I don't know why $1 million is the number. I know it's kind of like the edge, the very beginning stages of fuck you money, but $1 million, like $1 million at my lifetime right now, like if I were to have $1 million, I could basically not retire, but I'd be able to like quit my day job and open businesses endlessly and like invest $250,000 in the stock market and then open businesses endlessly until I'm super wealthy. So like I get the premise, but I'm serious. At what point, look, I think these reporters are too nice. Like I'm getting in front of you when I'm going to ask you questions. I'm getting in your face. And when they tell me to back up, no, sir, you guys work for me. You're the Speaker of the House of Representatives. And who do you represent? The people. I am the people. Look at me now. I am we the people. And I'm not going to believe in democracy anymore because the very MAGA faggots are fucking out there sucking Trump's dick while he's out blowing horses. The Democrats are literally giving our rights away to the United Nations, and the Republicans are just rolling over pussyfooting. But he's going to walk up a flight of stairs. Let me guess, you're not allowed up the flight of stairs?
Ryan, why wouldn't Trump sign the bill? It's on the desk. If I remember civics correctly, It passed the House. It passed the Senate yesterday. We talked about it. It's on the desk.
Well, David, there was no list, so maybe there's no list again.
If there's no list, why does the list have to be redacted? Because they're saying it's a national security threat if it is released unredacted. But then they also said it doesn't exist. You have to pick a lane. Does the fucking thing exist or doesn't it?
The only national security threat that it is the threat to their security at a national level, David. The only national security risk, David, is the security of theirs at a national level.
Yeah, I get it. You can't tell me for 6 months to a year or however long it's been now, though, that there are no files. And then when it's put to a vote, say that we need to redact the files that didn't exist because otherwise it's a national security threat, even though can I just play this real quick? Let me see if I can find this. This is crazy. This is fucking mad.
We should be able to punch politicians at some point here.
This is the.
I'm not saying all the time, but at some point here, we should be able to punch politicians in the face.
This is the crazy-eyed director of the Federal Bureau of Investigations, Ryan. This guy is in charge of the Federal Bureau of Investigations.
There's no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files?
In the case file.
Okay.
This was an older, but I just...
If there's nothing in there, why not release it?
Well, there's nothing to release, right? Because there's nothing there.
Dave,
but also
David,
redact what is there.
They spied on me for 15 years because they said, quote, you have nothing to hide, so you should be able to be okay with turning over your mass metadata. But the mass metadata, which is the Epstein files, you can't turn over because there's no evidence in there.
Well,
if there's no evidence in there, it'd be real fucking easy to prove that there's no evidence in there if you were to just unredact the documents and give it out. But then you say it's a national security threat. I thought there's no credible evidence in there.
A threat to who?
Their national security, David.
He wasn't trafficking to kids. He wasn't trafficking to other people. So now who do we have to protect here?
I don't know.
Because he wasn't trafficking to anybody. He just liked to fuck everybody himself, apparently. And then unrelated people would fly out and visit him.
If I was on a Senate Judiciary Committee, I would just fucking jump across the table and beat that guy to a bloody pulp. Like, dude, release the fucking files then. Quit it with the semantics. Who was it? Ray Dowry? Was that his name? Ray Dowry? It was I think it was under Biden. No, well, I could say Rand Paul with Fauci too. Like the patience of these men to sit there and argue semantics with other grown men.
Yeah, I don't have patience for that.
No, punch them. I'm calling for political revolution. It has to happen. I'm sick and fucking tired of it. I can't get on here every day and just keep showing up. I will show up for you, David, obviously. But at some point, I'm going to stream inside the White House and say I'm going to ask Trump myself to release the fucking files. Are you fucking kids or not? I can't get a job without a fucking social credit score. I can't get a job without a digital ID. But you can't release files that didn't exist but now exist that are going to be redacted and blacked out and declassified because of national security issues. But they didn't exist. But a year ago, if there was any credible threat, you would release it, quote, yesterday. So why didn't you release it yesterday then, Kash Patel? The same person whose girlfriend is a shitty country singer that's suing other people. So you can have rights, but I can't have rights? Are we watching a cop pull over somebody in a parking lot?
Yes.
Rand, this is the Attorney General of the United States. She was famous for having the files on her desk and then losing them.
Attorney General, do you mean that you will provide all the files by 30 days?
We will follow the law. The law passed both chambers last evening. It has not yet been signed, but we will continue to follow the law, again, while protecting victims, but also providing maximum transparency.
that. Madam Attorney General, the DOJ statement earlier this year saying that the files would not release mentioned the fact that the review of the documents and the evidence did not suggest that any additional investigation of third parties was warranted. What changed since then that you launched this investigation?
Information that has come for information. There's information,
Come forth.
new information, additional information. And again, we will continue to follow the law, to investigate any leads. If there are any victims, we encourage all victims to come forward. And we will continue
You mean the victim
to
that killed
provide
herself?
maximum transparency under.
The only victim that you actually have, everything else is just alleged. The only victim,
Oh, there's victims out the A.
well, alleged victims, David, they can't prove it. There's nobody on a list. It's a national security threat.
Well, they weren't
Even
traveling.
if David, even if the victims come forward, what are we going to hold them up against? The thing's all locked away. It's just it's literally hearsay, objection, hearsay, like the fucking Johnny Depp trial. It's literally hearsay. If any of these people say, "Yep, he fucked me on Epstein's island," be like, "Well, prove it." Be like, "Well, release the files." Well, we can't because national security. What, dude? This is like you committing a murder and then you hide the gun. Am I wrong with the analogy? Like they can't get you for murder because they don't have the firearm. So we can't have victims come forward to prove that they were molested, because what are we going to hold them up against? Because they're just going to say, there's no way Donald Trump would fuck a 15-year-old. He's the president of the United States. As if the presidents of the United States never were fucking weird. Marilyn Monroe was sucking off JFK while he was married, and everybody in America knew. Elvis Presley fucked children. Everybody knew. Michael Jackson allegedly fucked children, and everybody knew. I remember watching the Mike J trial. You might be too young for that. I remember on TV, it was a week-long fucking public fucking display. It was probably like months, but like the actual like court case of them on air talking about what was happening. It was like a week. Everybody paid attention. It was like OJ all over again. Yeah, it was like one of the most televised court trials. David, look up the Michael Jackson fucking sexual scandal, the fucking court hearing. It was like other than
What would you
like
like me to look up about it?
just like how public it was. Like,
Existence?
yeah, just put it on record in case, there's somebody sub 30 years old here. I mean, it was people talked about it. This shit was everywhere.
The Michael Jackson court trial was highly public and considered a media circus, characterized by intense media coverage and public interest. The courtroom itself was accessible to the public with a large
I'm gonna say it
number
was
of
2002.
fans and media members in attendance.
What year was it? 2002, 2003?
Let me see.
I mean, that motherfucker hung his kid out of balcony.
05.
05? Okay. I was wondering why he said blanket. He named his kid Blanket. I forgot about that.
Yeah, something about being soft or something, which is
fucking weird.
Doesn't help your case.
Fucking weird. Everybody knew it. It was weird. They thought that they clipped his dick and they castrated him or something.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, that's why he had a high voice. Look up. Oh, God, I don't want you to keep looking shit up. This is weird.
True.
They do it with fucking, it's like a Mexican thing or something. They clip boys' balls so that they always sound super high and they can sing the fucking, I don't know, pitches, David. I'm a rapper, not a musician, but well, that's kind of the same thing. Is it the same thing? I guess you got to play an instrument to be a musician, huh? No, this is the exact same thing. This is literally the exact same thing. Those parents knew that those kids were getting fucked at Neverland. He like bought them shit and like would talk to the parents and fly them out. And I think the only other high profile fucking shit is like what? Anna Nicole Smith, Michael Jackson, OJ Simpson, Johnny Depp. What's another high profile fucking Tiger King? Maybe I don't know. I remember that one. It's Carol fucking Baskin. I still never seen that. Did I ever tell you why I stopped watching that? I watched one episode. Okay, this was during COVID when nobody had anything to do. Dave and I talked about it. He said Tiger King's tremendous.
It is.
I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So I watched a episode. I started watching the second one, whether I was like falling asleep or whatever, and I just never picked it back up. But all I thought about was like, this guy is crazy. But I told Dave at the time, we probably have the clip somewhere, that I think my dad is more interesting than the Tiger King. All he needs is tigers. Like, if I just got dad tigers, he'd be the most fucking, he'd be an internet sensation. But I don't want to give him that fucking level of wealth and fame because I'll never financially recover from this. Like, I know all the memes of Tiger King, and I never even seen any of the fucking shit. And then Liver King hit the scene. That was nuts, too. I'm all over the fucking place.
I have no idea where you are right now.
This shit's I'm actually getting pissed off at politicians again. I'm genuine. You remember when I used to scream, David, at work, like, these motherfuckers are poisoning my water? Like, Ryan, just undercoat the car and shut the fuck up. No, they're poisoning. Look at the chemtrails. They're not chemtrails, Ryan. They're contrails. You know what Tucker Carlson said the first fucking thing when he had an expert on this? Yeah, when did they start? Because I don't remember my childhood, them ever being there. Same shit I've said. They have real meat and butchers inside that van. Well, is it real meat if it's fucking filled with synthetic fucking bullshit? I mean, it doesn't say grass-fed real meat on the side of it. So this is crazy. The thing that always I thought was funny was the real cheese remark, David. Made with 100% real cheese. Because there's shit out there. The joke is like, oh, maybe they don't have real cheese. But not smoked provolone, David. Not smoked what is it? Smoked flavor? Was that the other one?
Yeah.
Smoked flavor. My point in getting all caught up in semantics here is these people are literally running. I can tell. I'm not a fucking expert, David, but all those people on that stage are lying. And everybody knows it. The congressmen know it. The Senate knows it. The newspapers know it. Those people are just showing up to interview liars about shit that we already know you fucked the kids. We already know. I already know you fucked them. I heard about it for 20 years. It was called The Conspiracy. The guy had a painting of Bill Clinton in the fucking Monica Lewinsky dress in his house. When you walked in, it was pointing at you with the cigar. I think I'm going to get a copy of that photo. And the George Bush one with him knocking down the Toy Towers. Tremendous. The same artist did the thing. I think he had one of Biden and Trump. But, like, have you ever seen the George Bush one? It's
yeah, I saw it.
It's tremendous. So I can't criticize the government, tell them that I'm calling for revolution. Like, we need to revolt against these people and fucking bury the hatchet on these shitty politicians. They're tyrants. I can't say that because you'll throw me in jail for being a terrorist. If I criticize your way too hot of a girlfriend for your lame-ass fucking douchebagness, if I say she's a Mossad agent, even though she's from Israel, is she not?
I don't know if she's from Israel.
She fucking looks like it. So does he.
He is Indian, I think.
Allegedly. Joe Biden told me I need F-16s to overthrow the government, but a bunch of dudes in the desert just fucking stole an airplane and
Jeez.
flew away with it.
She is South American.
Yeah, you pull her on screen. I gotta verify this.
Yes. I don't have an immediate picture of her, Rant.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sure she's got one of her bikinis somewhere.
I also
I
don't.
can't criticize either because then I'll just get pulled off YouTube for interfering in
Andrea?
South Americans' election or some shit.
Did I get that right? What the fuck's her name? Is it Andrea? It's something Wilkins, isn't it?
I don't know, David. I don't know the names of tyrants besides Adolf Hitler.
I have no idea what her name is, Ron.
It's all right, dude.
Angela? Is it Angela Wilkins? It's something Wilkins. I know it's Wilkins.
What a last name for a South American.
It's real. Well, it's a South American last name.
Wilkins, a colonized version of South America.
Alexis Wilkins. I knew.
Alexis, what a whore of a name.
Something. Whoa, that's crazy.
I've never met a not slutty Alexis, David.
And people were proud of the USA, American pride,
this is
American made.
wow. I've never heard one of her songs before. Holy fuck.
When the American dream was a Cadillac and the red, white, and blue were showed in how you act. Things you got, you work for.
Okay, that's enough of that.
It's terrible. I'm sure it's auto-tune. It's not really her voice.
Dude, I don't know.
You have a South American singing a song about Americans for Americans during a political cycle. And then when they win, if I criticize her, I get SWAT teamed.
No, you don't get SWAT team. You get sued, and she's protected by a SWAT team.
Soon to be SWAT teamed. Just prefacing this,
dude. I've never said this before, but like, I can legitimately respect, and I like some certain country songs, and maybe it's even certain artists. That's dog shit.
That Zach Bryan thing you sent me was pretty dope.
See, he's one of the ones where he's like, I don't know. I appreciate good songwriting, and I think he's
Zach Bryan, Morgan Wallen,
excellent songwriter. Morgan Wallen's, I don't know. He's just slightly more country Post Malone. I'm not, but
don't you fucking dare,
dude!
Don't you dare! Don't you dare, David!
I don't know about this fucking trap music country that he does. I don't know.
He did it because he said the N-word, David, and was trying to get his street cred back up. I liked him more after that. Call me racist. I don't give a fuck. That guy was dropping hard R's and then got blackmailed. I don't give a fuck. I like you more now. Fuck you.
Yeah. No, that girl.
Zach Bryan came out and said that he hasn't drank in like 2 months and he's really enjoying sobriety. And Dave and I were talking about how people should like try to embrace being sober.
I think people should. That's going to be a weird thing to say. I think people should bring themselves to both ends.
Like you should get fucked up, like binge drink at a Bills game and then like go sober.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe you should experience like a
healthy dose of alcoholism, David.
I don't know. Like I don't know if I'd get behind alcoholism because I don't think that really opens anything up. But
it's like the worst drug in America, like in history.
But like this is gonna sound fucking crazy. I don't know if it's a bad idea. This is horrible advice for the record. But there's like a weird part of me that thinks this is true. I think people should try LSD. Is that a weird like that?
And just get geeked?
Yeah, well,
Dad, I'm cooked.
Here's the thing: like certain things open up like gateways.
Okay,
it might.
I would love to hear the rationale here. So we're gonna gateway people into another dimension, and then when they get back to Earth and they have imposter syndrome for like the next 90 days, be like, dude, did I talk to God or am I a god?
Yeah, I think people should see what their mind is capable of. Because I think you said this before. The drug can't do anything your mind can't do, right? Like so, like
Exactly.
the drug's not giving you visions. The drug's opening your brain up to give you visions. So you're only unlocking parts of your brain you don't have control of.
Or the vision's always there, you just can't see them because you don't have on the glasses.
Well,
The
maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's actually interdimensional, Ryan. I don't know. But
like aliens, David.
yeah. But the point is,
They don't
like,
come from space; they come from interdimensions.
certain things do like literally open up certain parts of your brain, and it might be interesting to see those parts of your brain. At least, I'm not saying you should do this frequently, but I don't know if one time is really a terrible idea.
One time can give you a psychotic break. But to your point, David, the people that maybe have psychotic breaks are predisposition in their DNA, or there's a saying I love saying. I don't know who the fuck I heard it from, but it's one of the best things I've ever heard. People can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. And the older I get, the more true that is.
Well, that
and the
that
more
might be able to apply here, though.
Yes, but maybe the only reason that I can even have a healthy relationship with any kind of substance is because I've met myself at a deep level that most people run away. Most people try to run away from themselves with these substances, not run towards understanding themselves with them. There's a book by a doctor, David. I don't know if you could look this up. Look up he wrote a book about an LSD trip, but he's a doctor, and and the cover is all like rainbow and like a fucking submarine or some shit. Doctor wrote a book while on LSD. His LSD trip.
The Varieties of Psychedelic Experience by Robert Masters.
Yeah, is there a synopsis of it?
Let's see. It's closely associated with LSD research scene. It was written. Wait, what? Hold on. Summarize. Yeah. Summarize the book. Based on over 200 guided LSD and some DMT sessions conducted in the early 1960s with normal, healthy volunteers, the authors created one of the first systematic documentations of the psychedelic experience. 4 distinct depth levels of psychedelic experience: sensory level, heightened senses,
touch and shit,
closed eyes visuals, body sensations; recollective analytic level, vivid autobiographical memory recall.
Whoa. Vivid autobiographical recall, like you talk to yourself about your life on memories you've forgotten.
Freudian insight into personal history. Wow, that's crazy.
Freudian insight. Dave, do you know what that means? Sigmund Freud quoted, he was like coined this, Freudian slip, but it's the ego and the id, which is ID, like I, and ego, which is like the way you talk to yourself in your head. He was like the first one to separate those, yourself from your ego. Yourself from consciousness in a way. So it'd be like you talking to yourself about yourself while looking at yourself. My mouth hurts.
Symbolic level, mythological, archetypical, historical, and religious imagery, experiencing oneself as Christ, Cleopatra, or an Aztec priest, etc.
I told you guys none of this shit's real. I told you guys that.
Integral level, which is rare according to this, 6% of the sessions. Classical, mystical, unitive experience, transcendence of time, space, ego, dissolution, encounter with absolute reality. Described as indistinguishable from accounts in the world's mystical literature.
Dude, I gotta try acid. Maybe that's the final fucking boss of this podcast, David, is I drop LSD and we go live. We each eat We both eat LSD and go live, David.
This is fucking crazy. Death and rebirth experiences.
Ego death, yeah.
Many subjects spontaneously went through ego death and psychological rebirth sequences, very similar to what Stanislav Grof would later systemize. These were
Systematize.
often the most transformative sessions. Religious and mystical risks and contradictions. Warned about the dangers of casual use. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, honestly, if that's what acid does to you, I don't think you should just take that on a Tuesday.
Wednesday?
Like, you should probably sit.
Do it safely. Batten down the hatches. Have somebody present. Because you're about
I don't know if I could sit around while somebody thinks they're Jesus talking to fucking
Yeah,
off-world entity.
absolutely.
Huh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you've tripped. But could you imagine?
I have not. I have been the babysitter.
Oh, but can you imagine me tripping? I got high after not getting high for a while, and I was like, none of this shit's real.
You probably shouldn't.
I probably should.
I don't think you should.
You'll be stuck in it forever.
I'm not gonna be stuck. I could come back to Earth. I mean, I don't know. Fucking rebirth. You imagine if I come back, I'm like, man, everything's fine. Everything's fine, man. Okay, you're stuck. Just like, God loves everybody. Like, what's wrong with Ryan? Be like, you know what? I forgive Trump for sucking off Big Bubba, man. And fucking kids. Because he's just grabbed by the devil.
Ryan.
Yeah, Dave. We are never going to get a sponsor for this program. I'm completely okay with it.
Elon says, fuck your money. We're going to be robots.
What?
If you go out long enough, assuming there's a continued improvement in AI and robotics, which this seems likely,
until I blow up the buildings,
will stop being relevant at some point in the future. There will still be constraints on power, like electricity and mass. The fundamental physics elements will still be constraints, but I think at some point currency becomes irrelevant.
Jensen, any thoughts?
By the way, the NVIDIA earnings call is later today.
Oh, they were in Saudi Arabia for this console.
Cheers.
They talked about the AI bubble. Seen that video.
Elon just wants to share with you some breaking news.
Yeah. Elon
just
says
laughing about.
AI and robots is going to make money irrelevant.
Yeah. So what will replace money, David?
Well,
I love how they're acting like they don't know. That's what I love. Like, yeah, money's going to be irrelevant. We're all sitting around like, wow, we're finally all going to be rich. Like, no, that's not what the fuck that means.
No, well, here's the thing. We talked
They're
about
going
this
to
before.
gate the robot. They're going to give you all the chip. You're only allowed level 7, and they're on 7 million. They don't need money. They'll be able to literally control you down to your fucking way your brain works.
Well, there's a bigger problem though, because we talked about this before. What did money, currency, barter, what did all this do for humanity? It stopped us from killing each other for things we could now buy.
Yeah, it promoted cooperation and to build systems and businesses, and it encouraged cooperation. It encouraged stop warring with each other. Dude, look, have you played Cyberpunk, Dave? This was the last game I played. I probably played like 12 hours. Okay, Cyberpunk is this idea in the future that we're all like part cyborg. And cyberpunks are people that go to these hackers and they take the chip that everybody has and they hack past it so that they can it's basically like the new equivalent of drug dealing. Like you find a guy, he's a real good computer dork, and he fucking hacks your chip so that you can jump higher or hack computers. And that's like how you upgrade your character and stuff. Elon is a known cyberpunk player. That's why I'm referencing it. But in that, there's still money. Like, I don't know what the fuck you think you're talking about. You think they're gonna let 8 billion people be independently not worry about anything?
Oh, I don't think that's what he's saying.
Yeah, no, they're gonna kill you. Put the chip in. It only has a 25% success rate. Sorry, 5 billion people die overnight because they push the wrong button. I know we don't have the stones anymore, David, but I'm pretty sure there was some rocks in the middle of Georgia that said they're going to get the population down to a certain number.
I wish I could remember what the number was, but they blew the stones up. I mean, the stones exploded on their own.
Self-imploding stoning.
Probably. Yeah, well, you know how stones are.
Granite, fucking 5,000-pound blocks of granite, just
Yeah,
built there unanimously in the 80s in the middle of
yeah.
nowhere.
They exploded right after. You remember the how there was that like security cam footage or something?
Yeah, and the car with the license plate that drove away, and
Yeah, they exploded after that. Weirdly, I don't know why.
yeah, it's weird. They only gained popularity because of COVID. Like, nobody had anything to do, and they're like, wait a minute.
They like discovered these things that have been known about.
Yeah, fucking Gen Zers like, wait a minute. There's granite rocks that say they're going to kill everybody? Like,
well, I like that it became a conspiracy theory somehow. It's like it's carved. It's literally carved into stone. How is this a conspiracy theory? Think about that. These people convinced everybody that things that were literally carved into stone was a conspiracy theory. Like, all you had to do was go there and see it, and you knew we were telling the truth. It literally talked about population control.
a one world religion, one world language. It was like soft
Global
eugenics
government or something. Yeah.
global government eugenics. They were gonna like make the master people, like, not everybody could breed. Like, I seen a graph the other day that teenage pregnancy is basically non-existent, which is, what's better, having infertile teenagers, David, or super pregnant teenagers all the time?
Well, are they not pregnant because they're infertile?
That's exactly what I thought. They're like, well, I was like, yeah, well, when you fucking castrate children before, like, when they're so pumped with estrogen that their eggs are fried before they can even fuck, like, your clothes secrete fucking endocrine disrupting chemicals. I'm the weird one. I don't know, David. What do you do? Those fucking pricks at that was in the Saudi Arabian tech conference. That video, they were in Saudi Arabia, right as we're selling them F-35s.
They're also going to invest. Do you see this? Saudi Arabia is going to invest like $1 trillion into our nation.
Oh, really? Doesn't sound like the United States of America. And I'm sure it's going to go to the people of this country, right, David? Considering the Saudis aren't, like, I don't know, racist or sexist or homophobic or hate Christians. We're Judeo-Christian nation, but we're going to accept money from Muslim warlords.
I don't know. Saudis seem pretty cool, Ryan. It'll be fine.
They just burn the gays upside down and throw them off buildings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They shave women's faces off. Isn't that another one?
Well,
depends on the face. Not Cash Patel's girlfriend. I'm sure she's going to be able to keep her tits out and sell country music.
Well, she's South American. She's safe.
South American.
Yeah, South American. Definitely not anything else.
Maybe that's why the NFL is going global, David. Let's get ahead of the curve.
Well, it should go to Jerusalem, of course. Ryan,
that was such a softball question to him to just talk about the shit. I found out why Nicki Minaj went to the United Nations. It was talk about persecution of Christians in Nigeria, I believe.
Yeah, she's a legend. Credit where she's
G-string. G-string, dude. Literal G-strings. My anaconda.
Ryan, I didn't see any updates into the Egyptian planes and the license plates. I haven't seen this. There was a clip that was circulating. Apparently, it's Steven Crowder debunking some of the claims she made. I'd be curious.
Oh yeah, Steven Crowder is in on it. That's what I seen.
I'd be fucking astonished. Here's the thing with Candace. I appreciate her balls.
Postpartum depression, David.
I don't know. I appreciate her balls and her guts and all that stuff. But dude, sometimes I feel like she's just literally, it's birdshot. She's just, you throw enough BBs out there, you're gonna hit something. You know. I haven't seen this clip, so I don't know what Crowder has to say about this. But if my computer will allow me, I'd love to put it up here.
Because after hiding it for years, I need to complain. I've been outed. If you haven't heard the news about me, just watch this clip, and to my everlasting shame, you'll understand.
I had to learn at a very young age to read people. I think that's my superpower, actually. Just being able to look at someone and sense danger or sense deceit. And by the way, I should mention with Steven Crowder, I have never been a fan. He just always gave me the energy of a pathological liar. I trust my gut. I don't trust influencer campaigns. My gut started to tell me that they suddenly began panicking when I discovered the Egyptian planes. What? They did what we now term a pre-bunking, and then they send out like a full fleet against you to not even actually debunk you, but they're just so extreme in not debunking you.
Like using their gut?
They sent undercover operatives to sign up for my private book club that I kept on Tuesday. They took out a clip of that book club, from that book club, and accused me of accusing Erica of murdering her husband. I mean, they manufactured...
Wait, hold on. I'm not familiar with this. Does Candace Owens not think Erica was involved? Because I've seen a lot of clips that, like, am I wrong? I thought she thought Erica was involved. We played that one clip, and I don't remember what when it was, but like she was not doing her show. If I remember correctly, it was just like her on her like phone, and I seem to remember her implying like Trump was involved, Erica Kirk was involved. Do you remember this?
She was showing the text messages.
Yeah, well, she certainly thinks TPUSA was involved. I think. I don't know. I don't know where she. Hold on. Let's see where she goes with this.
That claim out of thin air, and then they made it go viral. They sent it out to all the right people. Steven Crowder, right?
I got that
because
email.
I said he was betrayed by everyone. Obviously, what I meant was Erica Kirk murdered her husband, and this was all happening because I mentioned the Egyptian plane. I am certain. I am telling you this information has been completely verified. I am showing you this on a spreadsheet now. These are all the instances in which this plane, 68 instances that this plane crossed with Erica.
Okay. The Egyptian plane. I can spend a lot of time. No, Wichita, Kansas, by the way, is listed no less than 8 times as a destination on that spreadsheet for the plane SUBTT. It's an Egyptian-owned Dassault Falcon 7X. And just so you know, Wichita is like one of those primary, it's like a global hub in certified FAA service centers, and Dassault has had Wichita State University a partnership with them since 2015. And this, what she just showed you, would be very much in line with basic service maintenance repairs. And of course, Candace, with the initial story, missed the time of the flight of departure from Provo by about 6 hours, confused coordinated universal time with Utah time. So none of this has, none of this spreadsheet does zero to substantiate Erica's whereabouts.
Maybe Crowder's fucking Erica.
I
gotta
don't know.
stop talking like that.
You're like super convinced she's just blowing everybody because her husband died. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's kind of like I've been waiting for the other dick, David.
It's the weirdest thing.
Most
so weird to me.
most women have a plan B, C, and D, David. It's just fucking what it is. It's just the way it is. Why would I think a millionaire ex Miss America MILF would fucking
have no remorse when her husband died?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, Miss America is the fucking
Right, I'm not saying it's
Queen
impossible she can get laid. Of course she's
Jewel.
hot. She can fuck anybody she wants. That's not the point.
Dude. She's a competitor, David.
She's a competitor.
She's fucking Miss America. That's like the peak of female competition. You got to fucking love your mom and your dad and cook apple pie and have a banging body and want world peace. How many Miss Americas get married? Run that number. And then run how many they get divorced.
Hold on. Before I run this number, what's your guess?
I'm going to go off percentages. I would wager that 80% of them get married.
80? Oh, see, that's high. I thought you were going to say some crazy low shit like 40.
No, I think a lot more of them get divorced. I think they get divorced.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah.
Look up how many Miss Americas have been married.
Okay.
And then how many have gotten divorced.
Can you give me like a percentage or something here? Let's fucking hell. 66 to 70%.
I would bet that's higher than the national average.
If people get married?
Yeah, I don't think 70% of people are married. Marriage is at an all-time low in America. For the first time in human history, there's more women without kids over the age of 30 than not. I'm sorry, there's more women over the age of 30 that do not have children than do have children. It's the first time in human history.
So 69 to 71% were married. This is of Miss Americas. 22% were never married. 6% they don't know. 27 to 29% have been divorced.
So a fourth of them get divorced.
Yeah. Divorced among those who married? What the fuck does that even mean? You would have to be divorced.
Could you imagine being that hot and that well put together and no man wants to marry you? That's got to be terrifying for women, huh? Like even her, she's not even getting married?
Well, I was going to say, do you think that's what it is?
Or do you think they're just shitty people?
No, maybe they don't want to be married. The odds that
Dave, I think most women want to be secured in a long-term committed relationship.
Do you? If you're like the peak woman by your own?
I think the more those women get up there, the more they want security because it's the same way. The way women feel about their bodies is the same way men feel about their money when they're wealthy.
I would think the more desirable you feel you are, the more you would want to keep your options open.
I think you get less options the more desirable you are.
No, you have more options.
No, you don't.
Why would you have less options?
You have more access but less option. An option would indicate somebody women date socioeconomically. They're hypergamous by nature, meaning they date up and across. Okay, so the only possible suitor for Miss America.
That's you limiting yourself. That's not having options. No,
David, listen. The more successful women get, the less likely they are to be married. Because look, Jeff Bezos will marry the hairdresser, but Bill Melinda Gates' wife is not marrying a hairdresser.
But listen to what I'm saying though. Like if you choose to not pick one of your options, that's not you having options.
David, they don't even see those men that are beneath them. Just
It
because
doesn't
99%.
mean they don't exist.
Correct, David. Women don't see men that they're not attracted to.
It doesn't matter what they see. The option is still there. They choose not to have it.
No, Dave. This is what I'm
Yes.
trying to tell. No, no.
It's still there. That's still the option.
Dude,
they
no,
could
you're
go lower.
thinking
They
like
choose
a
not
man.
to. That doesn't mean
You're
it's not
thinking
an
like
option.
no.
I'm
You're thinking like a man.
logic.
You're thinking like a man. If you're the top 1% of guys, you're like, I could fuck 100% of the girls. When girls are the top 1%
They
of
still
females,
can.
no, they
choose
can, but
not to.
No, they're not
Yes.
attracted to men that aren't on the same level as them, David.
Matter.
Look up
They
what
still
hypergamy
could.
means.
I don't care about hypergamy. Ryan, the option is there. They don't want it.
Dave, that's not an option then.
It is an option.
No, it's not. That's access.
Not having
access does not equate. Hold on.
Yes,
Hold on.
it is.
No, an option to a woman is a viable mate. That's what an option is to a woman.
I'm saying to the English language what an option is.
Okay,
I don't
I'm
care
talking
what
about.
women want. That's not the point.
Yes, it is. It is the point.
No, it isn't.
The
You're making
hotter
a
you
different
are,
point.
the more money you are, the better of a woman you are, the less options you have. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
It's hypergamy.
I don't give a fuck about hypergamy. That has nothing to do with
you
what
don't
I'm
understand
saying.
women's nature.
It's not because I don't understand. It's because what I'm saying, Ryan, is they could choose to fuck somebody they don't want to. That doesn't mean the option. No, that doesn't mean the option doesn't exist. That means they choose to not have the option.
I said committed
Marry,
relationship.
fuck, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I said committed relationship, which is what most women want. And when you pull most women, especially successful women, they want security more than the average dumb bitch at fucking Target.
That's what you want.
No, David, that's what they're after because they can pick.
That's fine.
The women that can pick want it all. And
That's
they're less
fine.
like.
They can want it all, but that doesn't mean the other people don't exist.
Correct, but they're not seeing those people. So the women themselves don't even see them as options.
But it doesn't mean they're not there.
Correct, but they don't see them as an option.
That's fine, but it still is an option.
It's the tall girl problem, David. It's the tall girl problem. Women aren't going to lower their standards ever. They're the chooser in the sex. They're the chooser who reproduces.
Yes, I agree 100%. Yes.
We have 6 times the amount of biological ancestors. You don't have to agree. It's human nature. It's ingrained in our biology. It's ingrained in women. We have 6 times the amount of female ancestors that we have males, meaning more women had kids than men had kids. That's why they all like the same guy. They literally all want the same archetype of guy. That's where the whole 3-6, the 4-6s.
Yeah, Brian, I agree with. I agree with everything.
Yeah, I understand.
Saying, that's not what I'm saying. Though.
So if you agree with that, you can't tell me that those women have more options. They actually have less.
No. That because we're talking about different things. Then we're talking about what somebody.
If you want to get hung up on a word, change the word to make it fit. It doesn't matter. It's hypergamy. That's the word. It's not option. It's hypergamy. It's women's dating strategy. It's been known as. I'm using option lightly.
But just use it how it is as a defined word.
Hold on. I used hypergamy. You didn't like that. So we'll go option and access.
No, you said option first, and then you changed it to hypergamy.
What? Okay. Look, they have more options, but they don't like the options. They're not going to pick them. They don't see them as options.
Right. That's fine. But that doesn't mean the option goes away. It just means they don't want it. That's fine. You don't have to want it. That's like saying I don't want. No, it is want. It's like saying I don't want a Kia. That doesn't mean I can't buy a Kia.
No,
I just don't want one.
If you're not wired for something, dude, if you're not wired for it, you physically cannot want it. If you're not wired to have it.
But want and availability are not the same thing.
Right, but you're thinking like a man because men
I'm
care.
Thinking like want and availability are words.
Men put want and availability right in the same category when it comes to mating. Women don't. They don't. They don't. They just don't.
I feel like we're just not using the definitions of words right now. It's like really throwing me off.
Dude, what I'm saying is the higher women get, the less available options, whatever fucking word. They have less.
The less they want
choices.
People who are beneath them. That's fine. But that's not but that's not changing the amount of choices.
Yes, it is.
In their own mind it is. It doesn't in reality.
Dave, they decide who has children. They literally make reality.
Yes, they decide.
Okay.
That means they're deciding what they choose, but that doesn't
Dude, their
mean what
pussy
is
doesn't get
available
wet
to
for
choose.
the 350-pound fat guy at Tim Hortons.
You're probably right, but he's still there.
No.
That's why I'm saying the options expand, because not only do you have everyone beneath you, whether you want them or not, doesn't matter. They're still there. But
dude, I've had many conversations with females in my family. We can say the word options as man, fine. I understand what you're saying, because you're up here at the top 99 percentile. You have access to all the way down to the bottom. You just choose not to want them. Dude, they literally, psychologically, biologically, and biochemically don't even see those people. Your mind restricts information. It doesn't open it. I know I'm right.
But it doesn't mean they aren't there. It just means they don't want them or don't see them or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever this is doesn't matter. They still are there. The options are more. They choose to peak at higher levels. That's fine. That all makes sense. But what I'm saying is the original point, to boil this all the way back to the original point. The point is they have more people to choose from because more people want them. They're more desirable. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to choose people beneath them, but they are there.
Do you know about the jam experiment?
The jam experiment? I don't know what the jam experiment is.
Type it in. This is a prime example of this. The jelly experiment.
Do you know what a jam boy is?
The jam boy. Jam band. The jam experiment is they give people 5 jams to choose from, and then they give them like 500 jams to choose from. And people were more satisfied with less options.
Researchers set up tasting booths in upscale California. On some days, they offered 24 jams. On other days, they offered 6. They tracked 2 things. How many people stopped at the booth? How many actually bought a jar of jam afterwards? With 24 jams, 60% of people stopped, but only 3% of people bought. With 6 jams, 40% of people stopped, but they closed at a higher rate of 30%. More choice equals more interest, but fewer purchase.
It's kind of why, like, when you go on Netflix, you will literally spend more time watching the screen of what you want to watch than actually clicking something. Like, you're actually probably better. Yeah, well, it's you're overwhelmed with your human brain can't handle that. And that's what this is what I'm trying to say. The women, as they get higher and higher, they actually have less and less. And as men, we believe they have more because we're looking at them through the male gaze.
Well, I think they would
They're
be
like, oh,
right.
dude, if I could fuck all these girls, I would. It doesn't work like that for women.
But I semi disagree with that too, because let's be honest. I mean, between you and me, Ryan, like, I mean, I'm not egotistical or anything, but I feel like we could fuck a lot of girls we choose not to fuck. I mean, let's be honest.
Right, but we're men. Men will fuck women they don't like. Girls will mostly only fuck guys that they like. And the guys they like, as they get higher and higher, they have less men to choose from, which is where we are with modern dating. That these women that make all this money, they want somebody that makes the equal amount of money, but there's less and less men at the top. So that's why the top men can fuck all the girls, which is why the average dude doesn't get laid in general. And by average, I don't mean like somebody in a relationship. I mean, it was easier to get laid in the 2000s and 90s than it is now, even though there's more access with dating apps and Instagram. Because you have so many, women have so many options. They're spoiled for choice, just like a rich man is spoiled for choice.
Sure, this would be the 24 jams, right? They have 60% of people. They're going to try 60% of the people, but they're only going to close on 3 of them.
Yeah, they'll go on a lot more dates and get free dinners, which is why guys had to learn game because, bitch, I'm not taking you out to dinner. I'm taking you out to a coffee for like 6 months. You can go get your fucking dinner paid for by Raphael or whatever fucking dude is. And that's why I say Erica Kirk, dude, you went from Miss America to Turning Point USA to sitting with the president. Whose dick you sucking? You're not going to you can't unsuck Charlie Kirk. He's dead. But you're literally sitting in the most powerful seats of power. That shit's more attractive to women than money. She's in on these meetings as if she's a politician.
I guess we could throw it all the way back then to the original point, which is
Crowder's fucking Charlie Kirk's ex-wife.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I'm half joking.
I don't even think Crowder knew.
I'm 49% on the fucking Crowder. Obviously, like most of this is joking, but I do genuinely believe she's seeing somebody else. I genuinely believe that.
Okay, but
and it's somebody powerful. It's somebody powerful.
Yeah. Here's what I don't. Whether or not she could potentially move on and see somebody else, whatever. I don't know, but I don't like the she was fucking somebody else, so then she had Charlie Kirk killed. I don't know if I like that. To me, is fucking bananas. That's bananas. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
Dude, the most powerful men in the Bible were taken over because of lust, David.
Yeah.
Hell have no fury like a woman scorned.
Yeah,
maybe Charlie Kirk was fucking 20-year-olds. Hot 20-year-old college bitches.
I just don't know if because sometimes when I look at things, I'm weighing options, and I don't know if it's more likely Charlie Kirk. I hate to say this because it sounds mean, and he's not here to defend himself, but Charlie Kirk, who, let's be honest, is a fucking dork, already scored Miss America. He was fucking 20-year-old college girls. His Miss America wife found out, had him killed. To me, that sounds way fucking less likely than I don't even know what the Egyptian plane theory is, but honestly, I would find it more likely random Egyptians killed him than that happened. I just to me that I don't see it.
I think multiple things could be true. You know, the theory that makes most sense is Charlie Kirk. 20-year-old college Egyptians that have money for chic planes. I think, if anything, to be honest, if I'm going to go full fucking conspiracy here, he got money from people, started speaking out against this is nothing new. Started out going against what they wanted, and they fucking killed him. And after he got killed, she got horny and fell on some powerful dick. Or is fucking the best friend.
Let's
how many I don't even know if we could research how many widows end up being with the best friend. It's in the movie Pearl Harbor with Tom Cruise.
All right, let me ask you one thing. I'm gonna search this. Let me ask you one thing. I'll search this and we'll get out of here. I'm not saying Erica Kirk specifically. Let's just think about like a human, okay? How long after, if you were a woman, how long after your husband tragically died do you think you'd be ready to move on?
Move on like in a relationship, or get dick down for a couple nights?
Get dick down. Dick down.
Oh,
tragically murdered.
Dude, I think you're looking to orgasm to feel better.
I just see now you want to talk about thinking like a man. No way.
Dude, the first thing girls do, the first thing women do when they're divorced is fuck a young dude.
Divorce and tragically have your husband murdered are not the same emotionally.
David.
They're not the same emotionally. But you
they're
want to know
the same.
How many?
I don't know if you can find that statistic, David.
By percentage. Widows end up with their
husband's best friend.
There's no way this is a metric. There are no reliable statistics. Yeah, I didn't think so. This is like a guesstimation, I think.
Or fuck his brother. Dude, I know women that cheat on purpose. Like, we gotta look.
Yeah,
women, dude, sure. Women are just as horny as men. They're literally just as horny as men during their ovulation cycle, David. They wanna fuck really bad. That's why they're
I'm
ovulating, because they want to make kids.
Super aware of that.
Okay. So I'm supposed to think this woman, just because her husband died, she doesn't have fucking... Dude, my dick still works after my wife gets her brains blown out. I'm fucking sorry. Like, I don't know why I will fall on this sword here. I'm not saying anything that isn't true. She's fucking. What, I think she's gonna fuck out of wedlock? You think she saved herself for marriage as Miss America?
About 15 to 19% of widows enter a new romance or marriage within 2 years of their husband's death. This drops 7% over 10 years. Younger widows under the age of 50 repartner more often, up to 40 or 50% within 5 years. Those over 70 only do it 10 to 20%. Gender differences. Women who make up 80% of the widowed population. That's interesting.
Women live longer
far
than
less likely to repartner than men. Factors include financial independence, stronger family networks, emotional.
Mm-hmm. This is why women get over breakups faster, just in general, is they have better interpersonal relationships. Most men, if you ask most men who their best friend is, they say their wife or their girlfriend. And when you ask most girls like who their best friend is, they always have like Bethany or Crystal Meth Mouth from high school or something.
Yeah, 80 women who are 80% of the widowed population are less likely to repartner.
That's like relationship, not get dick down.
Yeah.
Look, dude, I'm sure they had vanilla sex, unless that guy was a fucking animal. You know, I'd like to think he was an animal, and that's how he bedded down Miss America. But she's probably getting choked out by some fucking 6'3" fucking security guard. Fucking jack, 10% body fat. Like, come on. She could be fucking football players. How come I feel like I'm getting shamed for this opinion?
There's no shame in the opinion. I think that's fine that you're fantasizing about her. But I don't see it. I don't.
I'll fall on that sword, David, clearly. Maybe I know where all the blood came from. Dave Ryan, December 1773. Catch us on Rumble for the only podcast in human history. As always, David, I appreciate you most for our jam experiment, and I will see everybody tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks, Chad.